everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Kicking It with Key. This is Kivaya. My good sis, she's a social worker by day, but she runs Evolve LLC by night. No, not like that, but no. So, Kivaya, I just want you to tell the people, exactly what Evolve is, and then I can let them know how we ended up linking up last minute to do this tonight.
Okay. So Evolve is a women empowerment actual like group. I'm not gonna say group, but it's a women empowerment business. So one of the things that I do is I actually do certain activities. One of the activities that Kiki came to, or events that she came to, was a vision board party, and that was in December. So some of the things I do is vision board parties. I might do fitness meetups, just things to get women together to help us kind of like empower one another, encourage one another, and help us to like grow into a better version of ourselves. And so I do that along with like coaching. I am a social worker. I am licensed, so I'm able to counsel or able to provide certain techniques that people use to be able to cope with, certain situations that they may have going on. A lot of people go to therapists, but social workers are also therapists. So that's another thing that I do. That's my full-time job, but I'm able to incorporate that with Evolve.
So, this week I've asked several questions pertaining to self love. And Kivaya and I actually met through a ministry group called Queen Esther. And she had posted in our group me on Queen Esther that she was going to be posting about self-care the whole month of June. And I was like, girl, look at God putting us together, because I'm talking about self-love this week and you're actually talking about self-care. So each day on her Instagram, which is Evolve with 3 E's _ LLC, she's been posting self-care tips for people to follow given the current circumstances that we're facing. People are struggling with like their mental health because of COVID-19, because of the protests and riots and things that are happening, Black Lives Matter movement. So I just thought that like like what?
Right.
So just last night I was like, girl, do you want to go live with me? And Kivaya is like the organized person I've ever met, most organized person I've ever met. She got like 16 planners. She got to plan her social life, her personal life, her work life, all
you
that.
You don't gotta be like that. You don't gotta
So
be like
I'm
that.
just so excited. It's probably Corona. That's why I was able to get her with me today.
Well, of course we not social distancing. They're like, y'all not social distancing.
Okay, look, okay.
Sure had no mask on, y'all. If something happened,
Wait, you
y'all
don't have
know.
no mask on either.
Cause you was supposed to have them when I got here.
Oh, girl, well, I have a mask right here.
Put your mask on.
From Monster. My mask from Monster. But look, we were social distancing until just now. So anyways, so I'm just really thankful that she was able to come and do this with me. So this week, self-love. Here we go. First question of the week. Are you happy with yourself? So I got a lot of, people was happy with themselves, and I was happy with the responses that I got, that it wasn't just because of something materialistic. It was like they were actually proud of something that they have done for themselves, and that's exactly what I want to focus on. Like, you do not need anyone else to validate your happiness. I want you to be able to validate your own happiness. So I was really happy with Monday's responses. Am I happy with myself? No. But that's because I'm very hard on myself. And there's probably someone just like me who has troubles with like being proud of things that they have accomplished, because I'm not where I want to be. So then that makes me not happy within myself, right? So this live is not only speaking to someone else who may be going through like not being able to be happy with themselves, to have that self-love. It's for me too. So like this is me speaking into you so I can speak into myself. So are you happy with yourself?
I think my answer is probably the same like yours. I think we get in a mindset of timelines. And when it comes to timelines, it causes you to not be happy with where you are. So, for example, some people might say, okay, I want to have children by 30, or I want to be married by 25, whatever. And then when it doesn't go that way, of course you are, you're like, okay, I'm not happy. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. And then I think, as you were saying with self-love, or as we talk about self-love and like our self-worth and stuff like that, when you don't necessarily love yourself, it's kind of hard for you to really be happy with who you are as a person. And it's hard for you to really accept, like, okay, I've accomplished this or I've accomplished that, because you just don't know how to like love on yourself, to allow yourself, like, okay, I might didn't accomplish this, but I accomplished that. So to make a long story short, to me, no, I'm not. I think I'm able to get there, but I'm kind of the same like you. Like, sometimes I need validation, and I don't want to always have to get somebody else to validate me. I want to be able to, be validated by me telling myself, okay, look, I don't care what they say, I did good. This is good, or I'm proud of this, or XYZ, without somebody having to validate that. So I think I'm kind of trying to grow in that area to, be happy with what I've accomplished and not need validation, like
Right.
like we were discussing.
So, Tuesday's question was, why are you or aren't you happy with yourself? So it was basically just kind of piggybacking off of Monday for people who said they were happy with themselves. So I was like, well, give me an example. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't just tell me you're happy with yourself and like just yes, like, because I wanted to see what makes you happy. So, I had one person was proud of themselves for their weight loss journey. And it's like, girl, I'm trying to be like you. I'm trying to find that motivation. But clearly, look, clearly.
I'm gonna need you to not.
I haven't got there yet.
I mean,
but
if she stopped BSing on our walk.
They couldn't see it on the Instagram. They could see it on Facebook. I was like, but clearly, all that fat right there. But
well, you were supposed to go on a walk. We're not gonna get into that today. We're not gonna judge today.
Okay,
today we're not.
Okay, so Wednesday, this was so good. Okay, I got responses on everywhere because I post the questions on my Instagram as well as my Facebook page too. So the question was, who comes first? And I said spouse, kids, or self, right? So it was kind of 50-50 when it came to like kids and or yourself. Some people did say spouse. One person went real religious with me, told me like, God comes first. Of course God comes first. Like, we know God comes first. That. Right, we not. But people who said self, I wanted to know how true that was. You get what I'm saying? Because you're saying self, but are you really, like, are you just saying that because that's the right answer? You know it's the right answer? Or are you truly putting yourself first? Because I don't understand how we can pour into anyone else if our cup is not full. And so yes, I do agree that you should come first. However, I do not put myself first. I do put my husband and children ahead of me, and I struggle with that because one day my kids are going to grow up. They're no longer going to need me. They're not going to want to be underneath me. And then who am I? Where's my identity? You get what I'm saying?
Right. So
right now, I'm their mom. I'm his wife. But I still need to have my own identity. So that's why I really want to focus on making sure that I have self-love. Like doing something good for myself where I don't need to associate myself with my kids or my spouse. So the answer to that question is self, and I hope that you will be able to start putting yourself first, right? So fill your cup up. Just like when you're on an airplane, they tell you when the mask come down, you give yourself oxygen and then you give it to your child or the elderly or whomever next to you who needs it. You need to fill yourself up first. So please. Like, it's so important. Like, so this is the thing. If you don't pour into yourself and you're steadily pouring out to everyone else, then you become exhausted. You become drained. You don't understand why you're so frustrated with your kids or your spouse or whomever, because you're always pouring into other people and not pouring into yourself. Or someone you're pouring out and no one's pouring back into you. So, please, pour into yourself.
And I think a couple people said, well, Noelle, she has said that we often neglect ourselves, and I think that actually goes into what you were saying. Like, I think a lot of times you're so used to pouring into others or being there for other people, but you neglect what you need. And what you want?
Yeah.
Oh, and you neglect yourself. So I definitely agree with Noelle what she was saying, because how can you give somebody else something that you don't have for yourself?
Right.
And then I think one of the things, I know we're kind of alike when it comes to giving everybody everything, but then we like, okay, now where y'all at? Because I need this myself. But it's kind of hard, and it's difficult, especially when people that are givers and providers, to even ask or tell somebody that that's what you need, because you just so you're so used to giving that sometimes you don't even know how to ask for that in return.
Yeah.
And so that list was kind of, for me, I put, what did I say I put? I didn't put no self.
Yeah,
I know
you
that.
said
I
you won't put self, but I'm happy you ain't lie. I'm happy you ain't lie, girl.
Well, one, I'm not married yet.
Yeah, but go ahead, girl.
Yeah,
put it up. Go ahead. Put it up. Put up the engagement ring, girl. Put it up. You like to say you put a ring on it? Mm-hmm.
Girl, I'm not married yet, and I don't have any children yet. But not just because I'm not married or don't have any children, I still put other people. Like, a friend could call me, and I might, okay, look, I really don't have time to deal with you today because I got my own stuff going on. But I will still listen to what they got going on. And one thing that I was thinking about when you were saying that, one thing that I realized that we don't do when it comes to ourselves, sometimes people will call us and start venting. I believe that we should ask somebody, are you okay to have a conversation? Because you yourself might not be able to even have that conversation because of what you already got going on. But I think that's even something that we neglect ourselves in. We'll just listen. We know that Billy Bob ain't pay us our money or whatever happened. And we just sitting there. Okay.
And I think it's important, like, going forward, like, if you're not in the position, like, somebody just trying to go ahead and empty all that on you, just say, you know what, like, I really wish I could be there for you right now, but I can't.
Exactly.
I'm not in the emotional headspace to be able to take on your problems, because I have some problems of my own, but I'm gonna pray for you.
You had to add that.
Yeah, I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna pray for you. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that God gives you someone that you can download this to, because I'm not the person who I'm not in a position
today, or it could be I'm just not in a position to do that today. But
I'll call you tomorrow. You know?
But you know what? Then we get offended.
That's a whole nother subject. We're not even gonna go there.
Somebody said we put others first and take their burdens along with our own.
Yes. And I do that. You hear me? If you call me and you're like, girl, I can't pay my car note, I be like, dang. I got this money in my savings.
Do I give it to her?
Do I give it to her? Or, you know what I'm saying? There's certain people that, no questions asked, you probably just going to give it to them, and then you put yourself in that bind. So it's just like, it's just this. It's okay to be selfish with your money, with your time, with your with you, because somebody else is being selfish with their time and with their money. So if you can't necessarily go to someone else and say, hey, can I get X, Y, and Z from you? You know what I'm saying? Why should I feel obligated that I have to do that?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really important it's okay to be selfish.
Yeah, okay. I think that was a post this week that said, so we were talking about self-care, but self-care, self-love doesn't mean that you're selfish. It's just right at that moment you need to pour into yourself, and you cannot pour into anybody else. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Everybody's heard that saying. You cannot pour from an empty cup.
And what caught my eye from you this week was your post. You said it's okay not to be okay, and I think that people don't think, like, everybody feel like I gotta be perfect, I have to be okay, and it's like, no, you don't, because no one is perfect. So it's okay to have that moment of vulnerability where you cannot handle whatever's going on. I mean, it could just be like, today was just too much for you,
right?
And it's okay to not be okay. Like, I don't understand why we take that on so hard. Like, I have to be okay. I have to be fine. I have to be perfect. I have to do this. And it's just like, that's just going to burn you out even more.
And I think, Lord, here go the social worker talking.
Go ahead, girl.
Hold on.
Ahead.
I gotta address the comments. Noelle said, "Be intentional of who you give your time to." That is very important. Like that's facts. And then MC Fry said, I think it's Maya, said, "Be selfless by being selfish. Take care of you so you can take care of others."
Yeah,
that is true.
So,
what I was about to say?
Girl.
The social worker came out.
Yeah,
what was I about to say?
That's why you should have did that before you went to the comments.
But I wanted to address the people.
But we can come back to address the people because
true.
we're gonna ask the people to put some comments down in a second, and then we go
They
back.
might as well get their comments together now.
Go ahead, start typing up your comments. So we can address them at the end of the conversation.
Oh, you were saying something about what was I saying? Why do people? You don't understand why people. I forgot. What was it? Come on.
I said I don't understand why people.
That's why I got all them planners and journals.
Yeah, so you should have wrote that down. You should have been taking notes. She did good notes.
What was the comments, y'all? Y'all was listening. I know y'all know what we was. What we was saying.
Oh my gosh.
Laughed at
yes, because we not gonna do that.
Okay,
we're gonna come back. You supposed to just be like, we're gonna come back to it at the end. That's what you did.
No.
Think about it.
Because I'm in my mouth like, what we gonna talk about?
So, and we have not even been drinking. You making us look bad. I don't even have a cocktail today. I had Chick-fil-A. So, I don't know. Okay, anyways. So Thursday. No, I said Wednesday. Who comes first? Thursday. So I said, when is the last time you did something nice for yourself?
I want to hear your answer.
No, I was going to ask you because you did something today.
That doesn't count. Today doesn't count.
Girl,
So,
okay, I did do something for myself, nice for myself recently. In April, I ordered clothes.
Okay.
I ordered myself some clothes. For I don't know when I'm gonna wear them. I ordered new work clothes and jeans. But when we're going back to work,
probably next year.
Yeah. Hopefully I can't fit them next year. Hopefully I lose weight.
Oh, you about to be snatched.
Hopefully, girl. But that's what I did. So I did, and and it's crazy because I had to justify the purchase though, because I was like, you know what? So let me tell y'all, Old Navy had a sale. And then I have an Old Navy credit card because I'm a Navyist. So I got additional percentage off what, the total. So I got like $800 worth of clothes for like $275.
Girl, the next time you get a discount, can you please put some tens in there?
So I let you know, girl. Okay, Old Navy don't get me. Okay, I may buy her a shirt or something. So, but I did. That was something I did nice for myself. Now, if I would have had to spend $800 on the clothes, of course I wouldn't have bought the clothes. But I did do that. So that was April. So like 2 months ago, since I did something nice for myself. Before that, I don't know what I did before. I don't know. Oh, in March I went and got my hair done. I got this color, and then Corona happened, and I was never able to get my hair done again.
So this is my question: Is hair a necessity or not? Like, I think that's just a question, because if you was to say to me, when was the last time that you did something nice for yourself, I wouldn't include hair, I wouldn't include nails, I wouldn't include my feet, all the stuff that I did today. I wouldn't include my eyebrows. I wouldn't include any of that.
And these are and you know what? I wonder if you feel that way. And please, in the comments,
yes, please let us know.
Let us know. What if you feel, if you're a mom, let me know if you feel, as a mother, I feel like that's not a necessity to me. So to me, that would be me treating myself, because as long as the kids look good, as long as they have everything, then I'm not really tripping off myself. Yeah. But I shouldn't put myself on the back burner. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So because then I'm not showing myself love. So as a single woman, you're not single, but you don't have any kids yet. Right. So you don't, like, I have to figure out when can I go get my hair done. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. When can, because our schedules and things of that nature.
Yeah.
You may have a sport activity that you gotta take the kids to. So it's just like trying to find that time. So I think for a mother, I'm not speaking for all mothers, but just if you're a mother in the comments, let me know if you agree with me. Like that, getting your hair done, your nails and stuff, that's like some self-love, because that's sometimes you get away from the kids. I mean, I know mothers who use grocery shopping as the me time. Because they leave the kids.
Yeah, store. I think that when you are a mom, your things and your priorities is very different. And see, for me, there are things that other people do that I don't necessarily do. Like, I might only time I get my toes done, I'm sorry y'all, is in the summertime when my feet out. But in the wintertime, I'm doing my own toes because I'm saving some money.
But see, I don't like feet, so honestly, I try to get my toes done all year long. It was a point in time where like I would get my toes done and I would only get a design in the summer because that's when you saw it. But I'm always trying to get a pedicure because I don't cut my own.
If you want to save some money, I do your feet.
Nigga, they look like Maverick. You gotta go to work on Myra's feet. Don't Corona done messed me up.
Good night. Good night.
Good night. Girl, them feet is.
So
I'm wearing socks all summer.
I do certain stuff like in the summertime. Of course, I think something nice. It doesn't even have to include money, you know. And for me, my something nice is maybe going to a specific workout class because I like to work out, or buying myself a planner that I want. I think when I think of doing something nice for myself, is buying myself something that would make me happy or something that would help me to advance what I got going on.
So my question, please answer in the comments, please. Is self-love, is doing something nice for yourself a materialistic item? Like, do you have to be buying yourself something to be doing something nice for yourself? And I think that's the issue. Like, because of course retail therapy is lovely, you know what I'm saying? Before kids, I was shopping all the time. Hair always was done, nails always was done, eyebrows was on fleek from 06 till about 2011. I should have been getting my eyebrows done before that because they was real big. But, so, I think when I look at like treating myself, I have to spend money. I want to be able to find something that I can do for myself that makes me happy, and it's like I'm pouring into myself that doesn't cost money. Because what happens if you don't have no money? What happens if you lose your job? What happens if you're one of the people, because of Corona, who's not working throughout this time? You get what I'm saying?
I think doing something, I don't know. I think it depends on what what excites you or what you're interested in. Because going outside I haven't been on a picnic, but I keep saying that I want to go on a picnic. But like going outside, going downtown, seeing the monuments, or doing those type of things make me happy, like being outside. Or going to a free, I love workout, but going to a free workout class is something that I like to do. And so that's also something that will make me happy, that it doesn't always have to, I don't have to always spend money or buy something expensive or, it's extravagant that will make me happy. And I think you just have to find, like, really sit down and find something that's going to make you, that makes you like, okay, look, this is something that has kind of relaxes you. And I think about treating yourself or, stuff like that. I think about that as self-care. And that's what most of the people were saying in the comments. Like, self-care is important. And you have to, it doesn't have to always be money. It could just be, okay, let's go in my prayer closet and sit for 15 minutes. That's self-care. It's something to get your mind together, your well-being, something that's going to take you from one space to another space. So, Friday's question today, how do you show your self-love? So, in the comments, how do you show your self-love? Like, what do you do to show your self-love? Me, I like when I get to go to the hairdresser and somebody else get to wash my hair, that is showing me love, okay? When I get to go get my toes done,
just, sitting in that little massage chair at the nail shop, feet in that hot water. Don't rub it in. See, I shouldn't even be trusting you because you're not social distancing. I hope you had your mask on in the nail shop. I'm not ready to go.
I did.
I'm not ready to go to the nail shop yet, although I want to go. I really do. My girl, and I only let one person do my eyebrows because I messed up and I was like looking like that. It was bad. So, how do you show your self-love?
So, Queen Bougie said, I talk to myself in the mirror, give myself compliments.
Okay, Issa right.
MC Fry said, eating, getting my hair done, and sleeping in.
Okay. I do love sleeping in.
I like to eat.
Eating is what got me to this week.
Girl, we gonna eat.
It do make me feel good.
Not overthinking.
Okay.
True, yeah.
What's that?
Somebody said, lovely day. Said creating, building things is therapy for her.
Okay, because she out here building whole beds, all right? She done built her daughter a whole princess bed, and she didn't just build herself a bed. So.
Oh, I'm next. I need a bed. No, I need a bookshelf.
A bookshelf?
For all my planners and journals.
Your personal planner, your work planner, your church planner.
All that. Noelle said, I do a nice hot bath, relax with my Yankee candles, read, meditate, get my hair done, nails done.
Yes, okay.
All of that. Okay, bath. Girl, I love a bath.
Man, I wish I had that deep tub.
She said, I got you. Oh, I'm going to get my bookshelf. Thanks, girl. I need a bookshelf for real.
Oh, my goodness.
Somebody said I need a bookshelf as well. Sorry, girl. We put you on
everybody gonna have a lovely day bookshelf. So since you already told us how you got to show your love.
Self-love. What is it? Self-love, self-care is not material to me. I protect my space, energy, and prioritize my feelings and needs.
Yes. When I grow up, I want to be like that person.
Exactly. It said, what is it? I can't pronounce names.
Okay, we're not going to do that. Don't hurt yourself.
I'm like, no, I don't be doing.
Don't try to.
People be like, what's your Instagram say? It says, oh, that's. They can't get it.
Oh, that's okay.
Just type it in.
Oh, my. So I feel like, today I asked, how do you show your self-love and do you struggle with self-love, no. Sorry. We even try to bribe the kids.
You got 30 more minutes.
The kids,
you want your dollar?
He done offered the girl a whole $1.
Come get it. Come get it and go back in the room. Go, Brian, go for your mommy. Get you one.
Close your door, please. Close your door, please. Sorry, you all. This is why I don't understand why you want kids. That's what they gonna do. They gonna interrupt you when you try to go live.
She went right back in there.
Because you gave her a whole $1.
She just want to say hi to the people.
No, not today. Next week, which I'll do her hair. So, you already said how do you show yourself love. So now I'm going to incorporate some new things for myself, right? I need to work on self-esteem. I need to work on being happy in the skin that I'm in. Not trying to compare myself to other people. So I'm going to go ahead and get me some Post-its and put some Post-its up in the bathroom on the mirror, just so I can remind myself some affirmations, like you are more than enough, like you are beautiful. Plus size girls is cute too, okay? Like all these things just to remind myself like I am worthy of love. You get what I'm saying? And pour that into myself. So
Did you tell other people that?
Yes. Because I do struggle with showing myself love. So another reason why this topic hit so close to home, I probably should have did my daughter's hair so I could have let her come on the live tonight, because she's one of the reasons why I want to talk about self-love. So my daughter, I think she looks just like me. She's my twin. She's just like lighter. And what happened is that my sister-in-law is light skinned, and so is her husband. So I was talking to my sister-in-law one day on the phone, And my daughter was like, Mommy, I look like I'm my auntie's daughter, my auntie and uncle's daughter, and not you and daddy's daughter. And I realized that we we do stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, if someone's light, you call them light bright. You know, if they dark, you gotta, you make the same comment about
dark. You cute for a dark skin girl.
If your hair is, coarse, it's nappy. If it's curly, that's good hair. So when we do that to other people, or if that's done to you, that brings down like your worth. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, I'm cute for a dark skinned girl, or you're cute for a big girl. Like, if you think somebody is cute, they just cute.
Exactly. It shouldn't be no other buts.
Right. If my daughter looks like me, she looks like me. We don't even have to say she looks like me and she's light skinned. I'm guilty of this. You get what I'm saying? I have said, like, you just look like me. Like, people have questioned, like, is her father her father? Like, that is so rude. Like, I can't be out here asking people who the kids belong to.
Right.
Like, yes, that's her father. I don't know. She's light skinned because there's other people in the family who is light skinned. She just, when God was giving out melanin, she didn't get none. When God was giving out butts, I didn't get one. It's just plain and simple like that. So so going forward, if you have said, like, oh, you cute for a light skinned girl, or you have good hair, everybody's hair is good.
Right.
Don't downplay anyone. You get what I'm saying? If it's not to your liking, it's not. Then don't say nothing at all. And didn't your mama teach you that?
If you ain't got nothing
nice to say,
don't say nothing at all.
So, my cousin, when I was like 12, you know what I'm saying? I don't even think we was talking about full B, 3C type of hair back then, right?
Good hair or nappy.
Girl,
that's it.
My cousin, so I think she was right in here, like, A to F or whatever, right?
Oh, Lord.
So it was, yeah. Okay, so anyways, I was
don't do that
I had to say the alphabet real quick.
Don't do that.
So, when one day she told me, she was like, you got E hair. And I was like, dang, you gonna just talk about my hair like that? And I am not in love with my hair. I do not take good care of it. Cause why? Cause I have E hair, and I felt that way since I was like 12 years old. And I just don't want my daughter to grow up feeling like she's not a part of our family, or that something's wrong with her because she's lighter than the rest of us. She's like, I can't wait for summertime because that's when I get dark. And I'm like, oh. So just be careful. Because sometimes you pour into people and you're pouring negativity.
Exactly.
I need you to pour in positivity.
Right.
Okay? Don't tell my daughter she light skinned. She knows she light skinned. She out here trying to get attained. So, self-love is having regard for one's own well-being and happiness. So, you need to be in tune with yourself, your well-being, and you control your happiness. Because you cannot get into a healthy relationship and you're not in love with yourself. You're not happy with yourself. You can't be going into a relationship trying to find yourself, because then how y'all going to grow?
Exactly.
So, you need to identify your way. Like, what is good for you. Commit to that. Forgive yourself for anything. Everything that you, like, you just like you have to forgive someone to move forward. You have to, sometimes we don't forgive ourselves and we harbor that and hold on to it. So, forgive yourself. Excuse me. You need to take back your power. So if you gave that to someone else, you let somebody tell you had gray E hair, and now you don't love your own hair, take that back. Like, girl, this fool's C. No. But it's okay.
No, it's not.
It is, isn't it?
It's an A.
Girl, oh, you cute. That's right, friend. Point to me.
It's an A.
Point to me, friend.
Don't let nobody tell you that.
Let go of all that negativity, that drama, that hate, that evilness. Just throw it away. Okay? Surround yourself with good people who tell you got great hair.
Yeah. You got A plus. A plus now. A plus now.
Girl, shut up. Practice self-compassion, okay? Take care of your needs, okay? If getting your hair done is a need, take care of it.
Yeah.
If keeping your toes up is a need, do that. If you like to wear nice clothes, buy some.
Right.
Like, and buy it without feeling guilty. Like, just love on yourself. Like, you are the bomb. You are important. You deserve it. Set healthy boundaries. Like, going back to earlier when we was like, sorry, I cannot accept your conversation at the moment.
Right.
I'm not in a good space. Try again tomorrow. Click. And then commit to daily love habits. So, how are you going to pour into yourself moving forward? What you see, girl? What's over here? Because you know I can't see. I see words.
Give yourself a big head with that. It's biased.
So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to speak kind words, be grateful, choose positivity, be intentional, and be unapologetically you. Okay? You. So if your friends tell you the ghetto one off the bench,
That's fine.
that's fine. Because that's you. It's me. It's me. I'm the ghetto one. I'm the ghetto friend. I don't know why I'm always the ghetto friend, but I'm the ghetto friend. Lovely day. I think I just smacked. I was hoping I ain't smacked too much. Because that's just me. It's just me. So, I done poured all my self-love into you all, okay? She believed she could. So she did, okay? So now, Kivaya, Miss Evolve, give us some self-care tips, though. Give us some self-care tips.
Self-care tips. There's a lot of self-care tips. Some of the ones that I actually use is meditation. A lot of people think about what's love got to do with it. When is it what's love got to do
numb
with
your
it?
heart and your yeah.
When they say meditation, but that's not. Meditation doesn't have to look like that. Meditation can look different for everybody. Meditation could be, okay, look, you are struggling with thinking that you're beautiful, so you can actually post, like Kiki said, use a post-it, use the word beautiful, and tell this to yourself over and over again. You could put on some calming music. You can. It's so many things that you can do when it comes to meditation. You can play an inspirational song over and over and over again. You can do some, add in some aromatherapy while you're doing meditation. It's just so many things that meditation incorporates.
So, for example, I've recently, it's been a couple years. I went to a women's retreat like 2 or 3 years ago, and we downloaded this app called Headspace. So, in the morning, my sacred bathroom time, I bring my phone with me and turn on the Headspace and just kind of like, breathe. Just
deep breathing.
Get that, that woosah. What do you have an app that you go to or?
So, my fiance, he actually does. He introduced me to the Calm app.
Okay,
and so a lot of people use that, and I think you have to pay for it now. I mean, I think they have some free stuff, but you can you can use the Calm app. And it walks you through it. So some people are not good at meditation. When I first did it, y'all, I fell asleep. I was like, look, I don't got time for this.
I fell asleep.
And then it's the same music that they play at the spa. So, when you go to the spa, you really you going to sleep. It's the same music, but you have to kind of like get in a space and talk to yourself. So now what I do is when I do my meditation, I because we're in a ministry, I use my meditation time as my time to really meditate on the word and listen to. I love Jonathan McReynolds. I'm not sure if y'all listen to him, or if anyone is spiritual, but I listen to his music because it actually speaks to specific situations. It's not just a music about praise. A lot of his music talk to a specific situation, so I'll meditate that way. and that's the only app that I've ever used was the Calm app. But I'm sure you can Google. I mean, even if you have Pandora, you can type in calming music.
Even Apple Music too, because so I just had downloaded the Calm app for the kids because my son was having trouble sleeping, falling asleep. So he likes listening to the rain sounds. But I also found that because when I saw that Calm was only good free for 7 days, I found it on Apple Music. So there is other ways that you can listen to like calming music.
Somebody said iTunes.
Yeah, that's Apple Music, iTunes.
Yeah.
So what else?
You already said breathing techniques. That's something that I do when it comes to self care. Is breathing techniques. If I get frustrated, my breathing starts going really really fast. So I just breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and kind of like inhale good stuff, exhale bad stuff. I don't know if you some of y'all are following my page, but that was a post that I had posted yesterday. Was about inhale the good stuff, exhale the bad stuff. I take walks, I do exercising, I do mindfulness activities, and when I say mindfulness, I might declutter something. I might what else? I might declutter a room, declutter a closet, declutter a drawer, do some journaling. Like I said, aromatherapy. A lot of us are working from home, and working from home can be frustrating and overwhelming. And sometimes we like, okay, just because we're working at home, you still need a day for self-care. Take a day off of work and just focus on self-care. Or sometimes while I'm at home in the room, I'll put in some in the diffuser, like different fragrances, specifically like lavender. I do lemongrass. If I need to wake up and I'm tired, I will mix orange and peppermint together because that kind of wakes you up. But a whole bunch of, there's a lot of different fragrances or aromatherapy, the different fragrances that you can use. One of the other ones I like is Yingling. I like that one.
The bee?
Huh?
The bee?
Shut up. Yes. Get out my face. I like candles. A lot of us love Bath and Body Works Catch a Sale though, but they have candles. I do positive thinking. Sometimes I tell myself, okay, no complaining today. That's self-care for me. Like, no complaining. No negative thinking, only positive thinking, no nagging. Like, just different things. Like, self-care can mean so much. And I think what's most important is self-care is what's happening for you at that moment. And what's going to make you happy. So I might have had a rough day. Affirmations might not help me in that time. So I might need to go take a walk. That will help me. So self-care is basically what you need in that moment to kind of pour back into yourself and to relax your mind. I think that's about. What's some other stuff that we talked about the last time for self-care?
So another thing, being that you a social worker and stuff, it's a negative connotation on therapy. And honestly, I had to go to therapy because I started having really bad panic attacks. So what brought on the panic attacks? I got stuck in the elevator. And I'm claustrophobic, right?
Oh, yeah.
So when I tell you, it was a very traumatic experience being locked in that elevator for 45 minutes, and then I shouldn't have watched Final Destination 2 as a kid, because when the fire department came to get me out the elevator, I just knew that the elevator was going to cut me in half trying to get out of it. So I started going to therapy. It's good to have someone who doesn't know you, you could just kind of like, it's their job for you to pour on them. And it has helped me a lot. I still have trouble being in enclosed spaces, but self-care, going to my therapist, like, I do enjoy that. My therapist is who told me, like, I need to find something to do for myself, and that's why I did Queen Esther.
Yep.
And,
So, my take on therapy, I'm a social worker. I'm a CPS social worker at that. So you can imagine what my job is like and what I deal with on a daily day. But I have a therapist. had a therapist for some time, and so everyone has been through trauma. I don't care who you are. Everybody, something has hurt somebody. Somebody has hurt you. Something has caused you to think a different way about something. Everybody has trauma. I don't care what nobody say. Everybody has trauma. And so the job of a therapist, their job is to come from a non-judgmental. Their job is also to make sure that you're able to be open. Now, every therapist isn't going to work for everybody. So you might find a therapist and they just don't click with you. They might just not click with you. So you might have to continue to find a search for a good therapist. And so my view on therapy, I think everyone should try therapy. Therapy, counseling, a support group. If you don't like the individual thing, go to a group. I don't know what insurances people have, but a lot of people around in this area have CASA. CASA have plenty of groups all the time, especially the one in Marlow Heights. I'm not sure where y'all live, but Marlow Heights have them. The one over there by PG, they have a lot of groups, and groups can consist of groups for self-esteem, groups for just like grief and loss or substance use, whatever the issue is. They have groups, and I always tell people, maybe start off with a support group. Find support groups. There's so many on Facebook. Just someone to talk, just start off that way, because therapy has a negative, like you said, it has a negative connotation, and the object of therapy is nothing about it is negative. Therapy is really for you to unpack those feelings with someone who doesn't know you, because that person will not take on how you're feeling. That person can give you information from a different perspective,
like non-biased.
Yep, non-biased information. Because the thing is, if I call Kiki and I gotta vent to her about something, she, no matter what I tell her, don't feel this way or don't judge this person, she's gonna feel it, because one, she cares about me, and she wants what's best for me. It's very hard for people who have things that are heavy and things that cause them heartache and heartbreak to talk to someone that loves them, because the person that loves them, their ultimate goal is to make sure that you're okay, make sure that you're safe, and they want the best for you. So talking to a therapist gives you a different mindset, that that they're not doing anything intentional to hurt you or to put you down, because again, that's their job.
And speaking to your friend is not necessarily good. That's not a therapist, because sometimes your friends may be smiling up front, but from afar, they're not really your friends. Sometimes you have to learn that the hard way, because not everybody wants you to be happy, or sometimes people want to be where you are.
Exactly.
And so then, they just can't give you that the good advice that you may need, or it come from, just a good space. Not necessarily, like, sometimes you could just be, like, you're happy for your friend, but at the same time, you wish you could be where your friend was.
Exactly.
So, you just it's a little hurt, not necessarily bitter, but, you're proud of them, but you want to be there too. I remember I went to my therapist, and she said something to me, and I was like, oh, I'm not going back because she's rude, but it's because she said what I needed to hear
at that
time.
Like,
no one else was saying it, and she said it to me. So, but it is, you do have to, it's not always a healthy balance, but I do recommend that, for self-care, seeking you a therapist. And if you have Kaiser, if you have video visits, it's free.
Yeah, exactly. And one of the things that I think that people should be aware of, and it's just the term that we use in the mental health social work field, is transference. The reason why when a therapist says something to you and you're upset is because it's transference. That therapist is reminding you of something that happened. It could be something that somebody else said. It could be something that you heard before or whatever. So whenever that happens, I don't care what relationship is in, mainly it does happen with a therapist-client relationship, that you automatically get offended or you get upset or you get irritated, frustrated with them. You don't want to go back. It's because something that they said, you're transferring it because of an experience that you already had.
And you still need to work through it.
Exactly. And that's the good thing, too, like you said about a therapist, is you're able to share things with them that you might have packed or you might have suppressed, and they get to the bottom of the issue. Because I started off at therapy like, okay, I'm just upset about this. But when I went to therapy, child, I found out some things in therapy about myself that I did not know. And I think therapy is good for individual. I think that when you're dating, not dating, but you're going to get in a relationship and you want to talk about marriage and stuff, that counseling is good too, because it brings out things. We all come from different backgrounds. We all come from different walks of life. So I'm not Kiki. Kiki's not me. We deal with things differently. But with the therapist is able to put that in perspective for you, or able to help you dig deeper, like Noel said, and put other things in perspective. Somebody said,
"No, girl,
I have Kaiser. Do you have to get a referral from your primary?" So you actually don't have to get a referral. You just have to call the behavioral health line.
Yes.
So you have to call Kaiser. They have a behavioral health line. Girl, you can hit me off the air, and I will send you the information I'll send you the information.
Yeah, because I did go. I think I did. You just go through behavioral health. Yeah,
just
it's on the back of your Kaiser card.
Right. I don't know where mine at, but.
Go on the app. Go on the app. What? Yeah, it's on the app too. Oh Lord, girl, I stay on the app, girl. Woo. But that's how I do my free video visits. But so if you're spiritual, the Bible app has those plans.
Yes, so I do those. I think I do Bible app plans all the time. So
yes, you stay a
plan, y'all. For people who have the Bible app, if you are spiritual, there's the. Hold on. It ain't. I don't have my planner with me, But
what's that? Is that your church planner, or that's your, personal planner?
I got my notes all over the place.
Look. Oh, the notes is organized, y'all. This girl, you got color coordinated. Is how your closet look?
It's color coordinated. First of all, don't come for my closet.
I love her, y'all.
The plan is called Activating the Word of God, and this is a really good plan for people who may be struggling with like self-care, or not self-care but self-love. And the plan kind of helps you it helps you get in a mindset to see yourself for who God says that you are. And that's just for people who are spiritual. But it's a really good plan. I recommend it.
Ooh, so no, because I was about to look for the the affirmations, but on my phone, it'll be on my phone.
So I'll tell them. We can tell them.
Yeah.
So hey y'all. So look, we already on live, but I'm just saying it. So another thing that we talked about a lot here, tonight we talked about affirmations, and we have some affirmations that we wanted to share with y'all. So if you look on Kiki's page or my page, which my page is Evolve _ LLC, Evolve with 3 E's. You can send us a DM and say that you would like the affirmations, and I'll send them to you. And the affirmations that we're sending is basically like an affirmation, like I am this, I am that, and basically just a list of things that I have a reminder in my phone for 8 a.m. every morning. I say these affirmations to myself, just so I can start believing what it is.
And say it to yourself in the mirror. Say it to yourself in the mirror, so that way
get a contact mirror.
Mine's is broke, but I'm gonna buy a new one. So say it to yourself in the mirror, so that way you can feel it. You know what I'm saying? You're talking to yourself. You see yourself. So it's like, yes, I am beautiful. I am strong. I am smart. Mm-hmm. Like all that, and just speak life into yourself. Pour into yourself. And, if you need accountability, follow us. DM us. Y'all could be my accountability partners, too, to make sure that I'm continuing to pour into myself.
Yes.
Because some days it gets hard. During this quarantine, I'm in the house all the time with the kids, and I'm scared to send the kids out or go out or do this or whatever the case may be. So, sometimes there's some struggles. My toes look like Marbles. Like, what am I going to do?
You gonna make your appointment, and you gonna bring the kids. I watch them. I watch them outside. I'll take them to the park while you.
You want to take them to the park? There was somebody was Corona was out at the park.
You know what I'm talking about.
And they was touching the monkey balls.
It ain't no there no.
Oh, in your neighborhood?
You know, I ain't nobody over there.
All right. So
the kids don't come outside. They don't know what
what
outside
is there anything else we need to see in the comments? You know I can't see them.
Girl, no, they just saying
Oh, okay.
they laughing at us.
Okay.
Oh, somebody said somebody answered the question already about blacktherapist.com.
Oh, be careful.
Church, what does it say? Church helped me find my therapist.
Okay.
No, I don't think we missed nothing.
Okay. Well, you know.
We got a couple minutes to spare. Anybody have any specific
A couple
specific
minutes
comments?
and see what I told you. I'll be staying with my time. Staying with my time.
Go up, because you know I'm a little clumsy.
Go up right here?
Go down. Go down to make sure to see if anybody had any.
No, it was nothing else. So, I'm so thankful, Kivaya, that you came and did this with me and shared your tips. And this your first time going live, so I hope it was a good experience. So we could look for some lives from Evolve.
Yeah.
You know, I can't wait for when outside open up.
Yes.
And
we have some more events.
There was so I did the vision board party and the budget class.
You want me to get your board?
I'll get the board. I'll show my little board that I made.
The budget class. Let me know if y'all are interested in budgeting tips, because I did a Blossom Your Finance class.
Y'all, I did a vision board for 2020 and 2020 closed. My vision board, whoop, 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 and I can't do none of these.
Yes, you can.
Girl, I got a whole cruise ship. How I'm going somewhere, girl.
That's okay.
So, make sure y'all go follow Evolve. Spell it out, girls. Where your E's is at.
Yes.
EVOLVE.
And the E stand for
so that's what I
education, encouragement, empowerment. And the big E is evolve, because I want everyone to evolve, which means to grow into a better version of themselves.
High five, girl.
Boom.
And I want you to just come kick it with me and let me be me and pour into you while you pour into me. Till next time.